Hello and welcome to week 13, November 14th. Wow, remember we started this class back in August. Now it's November. Wow. Wow. Okay. So what's going on this week? Well, if you remember last week, you had a chance to, you were working on finishing up your proposal paper, which is due the 20th. Now note, so the 20th, why is that the note? Because generally stuff is due on Wednesday night, but this one, the paper will be due on Tuesday night. On Tuesday night the 20th. Why is that? Because Wednesday night is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving break starts on Wednesday. So the last day of class that week is on Tuesday. Plus, I want you to just go get this done out of your hair and not have to worry about it over Thanksgiving break. You are welcome. That was planned. Woo! Okay, but we are going to introduce a new concept. So it's this opinion editorial assignment. Now, compared to the other assignments, this one is not nearly as intimidating or even as long. It's a variation, something that we need to learn, but the proposal paper is really the biggest paper that we're doing this assignment. I don't want you to blow off the opinion editorial as if it was no big deal, because it is part of your grade and it's something you should learn. So, what is an opinion editorial? Well, there is a video right here that gives you the lecture on the opinion editorial, what it is and how it is and all that. And I'm not going to spoil it because it is exciting. All right, and then you have the assignment, which is found right here. So as opposed to a 5 to 7 page paper, this one is going to be about a page long, about 700 to 800 words. Okay, and the argument. So where we did 5 to 7 pages for your your proposal paper, and you had to use third person. This one is basically, remember how we did that thing with your soapbox? We kind of got on there and you just kind of got to vent on what you're doing. An op-ed piece is something you'd find like in a newspaper or maybe even a blog post that just kind of it's more personal. You can use first person, and you can include things that why it is important to you. Maybe a story of why it's important you knew somebody who let's say was adopted, and so that that could be a reason for why you are for or against abortion, whatever. Okay, but this is just a less formal, shorter version of your proposal paper. It's just it's a first person kind of a thing where you can kind of just write, trying to convince people, using more an appeal to emotions as opposed to using the proposal paper is more appeal to logic and credibility of other people when you're doing outside work. So, you can just read through this. It does still need to be in APA formatting because we're practicing that. And to help you with this, if you go back to our weekly assignments, there is a place for links, which will take you to the New York Times opinion editorial page and LA Times opinion editorial page. So these will kind of show you examples of what an opinion editorial are. In real life. Okay, so that's a thing. Woo, okay. So let's go back here to weekly assignments. So for this week, again, if I were a student, the way that I would approach this week is really focus on finishing up my proposal paper. Watch the video on the op-ed. Realize it's not that big, but it's something that's going to be due when I get back from Thanksgiving break. That's the thing. And then the last thing you have to do before you really go on Thanksgiving break is your proposal paper. So that's clicked right here. Whoop. And just like before, you can view the rubric of how you're going to get graded. Let's take a look. So again, formatting, that's dealing with APA. Organization, basically, I'll just let you read through this. Does it flow nicely? Is your arguing, does it follow a sense of like logical steps, as it were? There is grammar and punctuation. You make sure that it's not full of errors. Use something called Grammarly to help you with that, or the Writing Center. Research, okay? I need to make sure that you have research, that you have in-text citations, and that you're writing in an academic way. That's dealing more with third person as far as how well you're writing this. So this is, again, the biggest assignment that we're doing. You can do it. So that's really how you're going to get graded on this particular paper. Again, what you're going to do is browse my computer, find the assignment in question, hit open, and then you again have to click the I agree, and then hit submit. And that's how you submit your thing. And again, note that it is due Tuesday, November 20th by 11:59 p.m. So let's go back to this week. So again, we're introducing the op-ed. You're finishing up your proposal paper. You're getting ready to submit it before you go to Thanksgiving break. And you'll be working on your op-ed. And you're like, oh, well, when does the op-ed due? Well, let's go to the course schedule. Okay, so the course schedule shows us that the... Where is it? Opinion editorial will be due on the 5th of November. So that will give you time to get back. Again, it's not that big of an assignment, but that's something you can absolutely knock out of the park once you get back from Thanksgiving break. So that's what we're doing. Yep, next week there's no class. We are on Thanksgiving break, so you're going to get your proposal paper done before you go to Thanksgiving, and then you're going to enjoy Thanksgiving. You're going to come back. You're going to work on your opinion editorial, and then we're going to introduce the final presentation for this class, which will be the last thing we're going to be doing, last major assignment. Okay, so that's it. So finish that up, finish your proposal paper, finish strongly, double check the rubric to make sure you got everything you're supposed to have, and then go and enjoy Thanksgiving. All right.